With the news that Tony Hawk 1 and 2 were going to be remade for the PS4 in full HD and with brand new rendered graphics, it got me very excited. But it also made me wonder, what happened to skating games? And so I did what I've been doing in quarantine, which is got on Steam, checked out some games. And one of them stood out to me, and that was a game called Sessions. Ooh, wow, Sessions looked pretty cool. So I shoveled out what $20 I had left and bought Sessions. Now, this is a Game Boys pre-review. Alright, so after going through the pretty standard but very entertaining and short tutorial, I was finally released on my own to this urban jungle. So I start skating around. Of course, I do horribly, but over time, I built up. And it was actually really cool to do all these tricks, to pull off a kick flip, a heel flip, to grind and combine those together. Although it was very few and far between, it was awesome when I was able to do it. Though that's not to say that this game isn't also an amazing ragdoll simulator. So to start, for a $20 game that is on Steam, these graphics are actually really, really good. The other thing I'd like to say is the controls are very intricately designed, with your right stick controlling your right foot, your left stick controlling your left foot. Very skate-esque, if anyone remembers that game. And of course, too, all your tricks are based off of those. Now, to move around, you got your triggers, which is kind of interesting to kind of turn. And that is a big takeaway from the, kind of joystick controls that you experience and kind of grew up with in Tony Hawk, at least in my case. But still, regardless, once you get used to these controls, you can pull off some pretty amazing things. Some other interesting things I saw was you can have a friend join you and they can go around with, a camera and record you. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any friends, so I can't really experience that feature. Woohoo! Oh, what a life. But you can, in theory, record yourself. And there is a replay option, too, to save your greatest moments. And, as of right now, there is an apartment quote-unquote feature where you can go onto this TV and view your stuff. As for me, I'm not good enough for that yet, but soon, and maybe one day. Overall, though, and I played this game for an hour, I will say that Sessions shows a lot of potential and is a fun game. Do I think it's worth the $20? Maybe. If you miss games like Skate and you're looking forward for something like Skate 4, yes, definitely. Shell out these $20 and go ahead. Get this game in its pre-release. If you're looking for something more like Tony Hawk, no, don't get this game at all. This is more of a realistic skate simulator than it is a more arcadey skate type style. With that being said, things I look forward to in the future, and I hope Creation listens to me. And that is A, grabs, which in the experimental features you can see that they do have grabs there, although I don't know the controls for those and I didn't figure them out in my play session. The other thing would be obviously, skateboarder customization, because why not, customize your guy, and customizing your own skateboard. I do hope they somehow integrate a story into this, because it would be cool, obviously, to skate all around this New York City, but open it up. I don't know. Add a story. I like stories. I'm sorry, I'm an RPG guy. What can I say? And lastly, I would also like to add just different maps, which I do know they're working on now. I'll be anxious to see where they go. And of course, Sessions was very much street skating based. I'd love to see more vertical stuff integrated in there, and I hope that's what their next map will be. Alright, y'all. I'm Michael from the Game Boys, and this was a pre-review of Sessions. As always, please feel free to follow our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher. You can look up The Game Boys Show and follow our Instagram page because we do a lot of stuff there. Woohoo! Alright, bye.